Hey guys, welcome to the Weymouthers podcast. I'm Em at Mberga on Twitter.
And I'm Rachel at Happily Smythe on Twitter.
And today we're going to be talking about the end of season Bruins games, the end of season pretty much league-wide, everything that happened coming to the playoffs. Obviously, we'll talk about the Coyotes. R.I.P., rest in peace.
R.I.P. Arizona Coyotes.
You would have loved nepotism.
For now.
Hopefully you'll be back. They make it seem like they'll be back.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that later. So the first game we have is the Canes game. Do you want to share your warm-up stories?
Do I? So. So Rachel went to another Bruins game. Rachel got these tickets for her birthday. I went with my dad. And we actually, in contrast to where I usually stand, we actually stood across from the bench and not on the bench side. It was emptier. Usually most people just like to sit on the bench side because it's near the bench. So the other side, when you first get there, is literally like empty. But it's actually nicer. It's usually like less crowded over there, and you can actually see a little bit better. Like, not as many players crowd around over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so me and my dad were there. My dad was standing next to me, and I had my newest sign. So I retired my old sign because I was like, I need something new. I have 2 games to go to. I need to try something new. So mine said, Freddie is my #Nesson 7th player, but we'll get there. Anyway, and then I had like a picture of him, and I like memed it, and it had a printout of Kermit the Frog and a printout of like a begging emoji, like a pleading emoji. And so I put it up to the glass. We were watching warm-ups, and on this side, like Freddie, like when they all come out, they'll like skate around and like do laps, but like first he'll go to one side and then he'll start doing laps on the other side. So at this point he was doing laps on our side, and he kind of like looked over, and my dad was like, oh, he totally just looked at your sign. I was like, don't you start getting delusional now too, like please. You can literally hear us on the video going back and forth. He's like, dude, he totally just looked at you. I was like, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. And so that's what we were rolling with. And then he did his whole like routine that he always does, that I know because I've been to enough games to actually know exactly what he does. And then after he stretches, he comes over with a puck on his stick, and he's looking right at me, and he's making sure I'm ready. So he throws over the puck, and guess who caught it? Not me. And not my dad. But the guy behind me did. And he gave it to me. No, he didn't. He gave it to the girl 2 seats down from me.
The luck on Rachel, guys, is crazy.
I
Luckiest person ever on this podcast.
I have such good luck. And me and my dad just like turned around. We were like, excuse me? And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I saw you give away the other puck, so. And what he was talking about was there was this kid 2 seats down on the other side of me who had a sign for Swayman. And Swayman threw the puck over, and it landed in front of me. And I gave him the puck.
That's so crazy. Like that, like.
How
you have a sign
in your mind?
You have a sign for Freddie. They have a sign for Sway.
Freddie
The puck
jersey
is meant
on.
for Sway.
I had the Trent Frederick jersey on. He watched him look right at me.
Go to that one person.
He watched him look right at me. He watched him make sure it was for me and everything. And he still gave it to someone else. This girl, mind you, didn't have a lick of Bruins merch on and just kept giving me like stank eye for like the rest of warm-ups. And I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, you
Like,
got the puck. If you're
think
gonna look at me like that, then give it back.
I just think his like whole thing is crazy because like the kid had a side for Swayman. Swayman threw the puck over, so you gave it to the person with a side for Swayman.
Like
You
he
have a side for Trent Frederick. So when you like, what the fuck? Why would you keep somebody else's puck?
And this girl, he didn't even know her. Like, he literally didn't even know this girl. He just gave it to her, like, reflexively. As if he didn't throw it standing in front of me, looking at me, with my Trent Frederick jersey on, and my Trent Frederick sign.
I fucking hate men.
I
I think
real
we should kill them all.
we should. Even my dad, because he didn't fight the first time, and the first time was the only time I really could have gotten it back.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got like a couple videos, and I got I got like a picture of Freddie, but like it's not like the best spot to stand in if you want to get like pictures and videos, because it's like not crowded over there. Like there's not much going on like right where it was, because like it wasn't near the blue line, but like nobody really goes over there.
Yeah.
So like it was okay, but like my goal
Yeah,
was
I'd like stand like next to the benches the entire time.
my goal was to try and get the puck, which I would have, but you know. But anyway, besides that, we saw a great game.
Yeah, so great.
We were
So,
in
you
the
know,
balcony.
early on, I thought we were like fucked from the very start because there was a goal, but you know, then the refs were like, let's call it back miraculously. Although, you know, I don't know how that got called back, to be honest.
Yeah, me and my dad were like,
It
whoa.
definitely fully crossed the red line.
It was 100% a goal, but for some reason they took it back.
It was 100% a goal, but I mean, we're not complaining. But, you know, we just weren't good at all at calling what is and isn't a goal because Svechnikov scored a Michigan and the goal horn didn't go off for a solid like 10 seconds.
No, we were all
And
just
then they were like, wait, that might be a goal. So they went and checked it. And Svechnikov scored a Michigan.
like
What the fuck?
we were just like, what the fuck? Like I feel like I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on the podcast before. I don't know if we've talked about Michigans before, but I have always stood firmly in that Michigan should not be legal in the NHL. Like maybe in like the minor leagues is like whatever, but like in the NHL, it's like virtually impossible to save unless the puck carrier like mishandles it and makes a fuck up. The goalie cannot save that. Like there's just no way.
Because of the goal, it just goes right by their fucking shoulders.
It's like I just think it's stupid and showboaty.
Yeah. But, you know, it happens and it's allowed. So, and then, you know, I was like, you know, we're playing the Canes. Maybe we'll come back, you know? But then Tara Vinen scores a goal. Sick. I, at this point, lost all hope because Bruins don't know how to come back from more than one goal deficit. Um,
Um, me at this point, me
but
and
then the bona fide stallion,
Charlie.
the bona fide stallion decides to say it's not a shutout.
Yeah, at least we didn't get shut
So
out.
that's sick. I knew we were still.
Oh yeah, no, me and my dad were like, they're not getting another goal. We were like, they're not coming back from this, but at least we didn't get shut out. Like we knew it was.
Yeah, at least we didn't shut out.
We knew we weren't gonna win that game. But I got some great videos of Brady Shea on my dad's phone. I got him in the pretty boy box.
Honestly, Laux was kind of playing fire that night.
Yeah, it was good. Actually,
Um,
my dad my dad and I were talking about it, and it wasn't just us, but like multiple other people. We were talking to like people like on the tee and like people like actually there, and everyone was saying like the only people that showed up that night were McAvoy and ironically Frederick. Some people were saying Frederick. Everybody was like, yeah, McAvoy was like one of the only people that actually showed up.
Yeah. Uh, Gensel scored 1-3. Woo.
Hey,
What the fuck is
what the fuck is a
never matter?
Bruin?
What is a Boston Bruin? And then, you
Wasn't
know, Seth Jarvis, my birthday twin, makes it 1-4.
I was like, if any two people are gonna score, it's gonna be Seth Jarvis or Brady Shea. I was like, oh Jarvie.
What the fuck is defense? I've never heard of her. So, I mean, that was definitely a game. But now we get to talk about the only win on this episode.
Penguin.
The Pittsburgh Penguins. It was a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
That's for fucking sure.
I feel like it always is with them.
Yeah,
Unless we're talking Winter Classic last year, and it's not.
because that we know that was not high-scoring. Speaking of Winter Classic last year, Jake DeBrusk scored first. So we're up
we,
1-0.
we're so up.
And then, like really fucking soon after, Pavel Zacha scored.
I love Paul Zaka.
We're so back.
We're so back.
And then Russ tips one past Allmark. But honestly, I wasn't too worried. Also, might I add, I didn't watch this game like fully because I was at an Indy Fuel game.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So like during intermission, I'd have it on my phone. But yeah. And then, the Pins got shat on. Kevin Shattenkirk scored a goal, baby.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yerp. I know that's right.
No, that's right.
And then, we're on the PK. What else is there to do except Brad Marchand scoring a shorthanded goal?
Assisted by Charlie Coyle Weymouth.
Assisted by Charlie Coyle Weymouth. Doing what they do best. Doing what they do best. And then
Of all people.
Bunting.
Can I briefly touch on this? Why does everybody all of a
Yes.
sudden like Bunting now? Because last I checked, last season, he was literally like voted by people like the most hated player in the league.
Because he was a Maple Leaf.
I mean that definitely ups the hate factor on people, but like people literally love him now, which I think is crazy. Because did you literally see what he did to Allmark?
We'll get into that later. We'll get into because I have it.
And Crosby.
Yeah. Yeah, but he scored, and then O'Connor scored, and I was like, it's so over. They're gonna come back and win this game because we're the Bruins.
Of course.
But then, I need to call a number real quick on my phone.
Call
We're calling up the Geek Squad, baby.
Bruins legend Morgan Geeky scores
an absolute wrister from Morgan Geeky. An absolute wrister.
Assisted by none other than Jacob Lauko and Trent Frederick.
Frederick. Well,
They said Weymouthers rights on that one. No,
for real.
but then
And then Danton Heinen gives us a little empty net goal.
We'll go.
Um,
We can't close it out, can we?
and then what's closing out a game? Because Bunting actually nets another, but it didn't give the Pins enough momentum because we still won 6-4. But what the fuck?
That was
The
bad.
fuck is the 4F-150 Final 5?
I don't know, but we still won it, so yay, Bruins. Anyway,
I'll take it.
2 days later.
Kevin Shag got fined for unsportsmanlike conduct
Crazy.
because he tapped his stick on the bench because he was fucking pissed that Omar got tripped.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Like, are you not gonna fine for tripping Oli, but you'll fine Kevin? He's a teddy bear. He did no wrong.
Actually, that's crazy. And then 2 days later, we're still back. No, we're not. No, we're not. So
My first no on this game is just WTF. I just wrote what the fuck.
yeah, you know what? That's fair.
I also couldn't watch this game because one, I was at a track meet, and two, it wasn't on Hulu.
You know what? That's okay. Um,
Because I said I couldn't watch the game, but I really didn't miss much.
yeah, no, it was kind of boring. Not that much happened really. Like it was good, but like it wasn't exciting.
Carlson scores early with, I'll admit, an absolute slap shot.
That was pretty.
It was a good goal. I like, yes, we lost, obviously, but Jeremy Swayman, he was making some huge saves,
Yeah, he was really good. So was Lindgren. I mean, wow.
obviously, and it was staying 0-1 for a while, and
It was
what do
really
the Bruins do? Because this works every time. Pull the goalie. I've heard that works 100% of the time. It
yeah,
never
I think
backfires.
that works for the Bruins every time.
Um, yeah, it worked so well. The Capitals scored an empty net goal with 11 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, didn't we say it works 100% of the time in favor of the other team?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a great game.
Also, we did not get like any shots on goal until like the last 5 minutes, obviously. But like
We decided
for the first two periods, it was so bad.
we literally decided to show up at the end of the game.
Well, because we fucking panic because we haven't played the rest of the game.
It's like actually so bad. And there was one penalty that whole game.
The game was like so like nothing happened.
It was just shatty in the third. Like that it was such a bad game. Like genuinely, like
It was an absolutely terrible game. Boring to watch, I assume. I don't know. I couldn't
like,
watch
even
it.
if the tables were turned, even if like I was a Caps fan or if the Bruins were the ones winning, like it was just bad. It was just ugh,
It was like a boring game.
not a good game. I mean, I did get a Trent Frederick locker room like post game. That was kind of nice. Um,
But still, what the fuck?
yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, it was just bad. It just was not good. And speaking of
And
not good, the next night.
speaking of not good, the Senators.
So I was
We'll get into the actual game, but Rachel needs to tell
there.
more stories.
So Rachel was there again. Last game of the season. We up. We up.
We so up.
We so up. We're hype. But let me tell you about before, like, way before the game even started. Because this was, like, the game itself was probably the last thing that even concerns me about that day. Like, so,
I wonder why.
go way back. We're gonna go back to Monday. My mom decides she's gonna take the day off work Tuesday, and we're gonna have a day. We're gonna make a day out of it. because I didn't have school all week. So my mom took the day off of work, and we were originally going to go to the morning skate, but then they canceled it, so we just went for breakfast instead. And then we left the house at like 2. And like, mind you guys, like, we're like 20 minutes away from the garden. So we left at like 2, and we finally got there around like 3, like after taking the tea and everything. And so I found out prior to this, like when we were eating breakfast, that Tao was gonna be at the game. We did not know this until that morning. Um, for those of you who don't know Tao, her username is Your Fave Puck Lover.
Very funny.
She's very funny. She's not as much on Twitter anymore, but she is funny. She has the occasional banger.
The occasional banger.
She's great. She's really funny. And so my mom and I just kind of like walked around. We went into the pro shop. I was looking at like all like the authentic stuff. They had the mystery sticks, and I really wanted to get one, but my mom was like, "Rachel, really?" And I was like, "Okay." So I didn't get one. Um, and then we were kind of just walking around. I saw Liv again. We were talking to Liv and her mom, and then we went back outside because it was a beautiful, beautiful day out. It was like 60 degrees. It was so nice out, and um yeah, so my aunt actually was there too. She wasn't with us, she was with someone else, but she was also there. So my mom and I went to eat dinner at like 4, 4:30, and um then we went and we saw my aunt, and then I went to the front of the garden and I met up with Tal, and we went into the pro shop and we were just like walking around, and then we got in line to get in. And at this point it was like probably like 5:30 maybe a little bit earlier. And this other girl, Liv from Twitter, um, came over, and the three of us were talking. And then Liv goes, "Oh my god, that's Elaine." So me and Tao whip our heads over, and Elaine was literally standing like 20 feet away from us. And they have like the camera and everything, and she started kind of like just going down the line and like asking people questions. And we were like, "Oh my god, oh my god," like we were all freaking out, and like Elaine could definitely tell that like we were all like fangirling over her. It was very obvious. So she came over and asked us questions, and we were robbed, we were snubbed of our appearance in the video.
You were snubbed in that video. Rachel's video was a shame.
The question was about playoff superstitions. And anyway, so after they like put the camera down and we wanted to take a picture with her, so I asked to take a picture with her, and she was like laughing. She was like, "You guys are so funny." And then she took a picture with us, and we were like, "Oh my god, thank you." And so then I posted the picture because we were all literally freaking out. And then we went in, and then we said bye to Liv because she went somewhere else. But me and Tal went to the glass. And at this point, my mom had met back up with us. So it was me and then Tal and my mom at the glass, and her brother and her dad were like somewhere else. And so she had a sign for JD, and I brought back my 7th player sign because the 7th player was being announced that night. And so we're at the glass, we were taking pictures, we were just talking, whatever. And then I get a notification that Elaine liked my tweet. And then I get another notification that Elaine followed me back on Twitter. And we were freaking out about that. And then we were talking to me and her and my mom were talking to these people that were like next to us. It was this kid who was like standing next to me, like on the other side of me, who had a sign because it was his first game.
Aww.
And the people he was with, it was his aunt and uncle. And so his uncle was very passionate about it like being his first game. He really wanted him to get a puck. And so he kind of like kept telling him to like make sure that the poster was like on the glass and everything. And this kid like did not care. Like
Could not care less.
could not have cared less about it. Like But his uncle was like really firm in that he wanted this kid to get his puck. So much so that he put the sign above mine in front of my face, so I couldn't even see.
That's fucking crazy.
It was very nice of him to do. Literally, I'm like, I kid you not, guys. The uncle was like holding the sign up with the kid and like shaking it around during warm ups. I was like, dude, your kid, or not your kid, your nephew doesn't care.
Doesn't give a single does not give a flying fuck.
Not give a flying fuck. Anyway, funny enough, the kid's name, come to find out, his name was Trent.
Oh, that's freaking funny.
But anyway, so my mom was, I guess, talking to the uncle and was saying like how much I love Freddie and how I had a sign for him and how he's my favorite player and blah blah blah. I had the jersey on again. And so then warm-up started. And whatever I could barely fucking see, so I don't even have like a lot of videos because I couldn't even see anything because this guy was inconsiderately putting the sign in front of my face. But anyway, so then Trent comes over and this girl that was 2 seats down from me, she was on the other side of town.
Common theme here.
2 seats down. She had a sign for Freddie, but she decided to pull up about 5 minutes before warm-up started and managed to get a spot. And Freddie threw a puck
That's
over.
crazy.
I know. And Freddie threw a puck over and she caught it. Great. And then he turned around. And when he turned around, he was met with me and Tal like frantically pointing at me and at my sign. And so he looked down, looked back up, mouthed like, okay, and bent down and got another puck and threw it over. And guess what happened? The uncle caught it and gave it to his nephew.
What are the fucking odds that you have gotten?
Not one, not two, but 3. Like, it's actually just bonkers. Like I actually can't. Like, and then me and my mom and Tao, we all turned around and we're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, we were all like, what the hell? And he was like, you got the puck, buddy. And the kid was like, he didn't even care. He wasn't even excited. He was just holding it. Like, he wasn't even excited.
That's crazy.
And I was so pissed because at least if the kid was like excited or something, I would have been like, all right, well, at least he got his puck. Like, it was his first.
But
game.
the kid does not care.
He didn't even want it. Like, he didn't care. Like, it was so frustrating because like this kid was probably like 6 or 7. Like, when I was that age, like I didn't even care enough. Like, I was going to the game,
Yeah.
and I was at the glass and I was at warm-ups, but like I wouldn't have cared if I got a puck. I barely even knew the team. I was like so young. I only knew like my favorite players.
Yeah.
And Trent Frederick was not.
Torrey Krug.
Torrey Krug. And let me just say, Trent Frederick was not this kid's favorite player. Okay. Like, really, it was so frustrating. Like, the guy, he wanted the puck. And then he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'll catch the next one.
I
I'm like, no,
wanted the puck more than.
He goes, no, he for sure did. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'll get you the next one. And I was like, buddy, that's not how it works. He already threw it over. As far as he knows, I have it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how it goes. He doesn't just throw another one over. You would think for someone who supposedly knows how to get a puck would know how it works once they already throw it.
Well, he doesn't know how to fucking steal them. I think you just don't know how to catch pucks. This is your problem. I think.
Oh, like literally all 3 of us tried to get it, and this guy actually reached for it. That's the problem. Is like, why are you?
Yeah, well, maybe
if you knew it was not.
I think maybe the common denominator is Brandon doesn't know how to put over the glass to the person.
Freddie actually threw
it. Frederick.
No, Trent Frederick actually had the puck in his glove and threw this one over. It went straight over. So I can't even blame him for that one. Like, he, like, literally, just my mom was like, I wasn't tall enough. She's like, I couldn't get it. And so he was like, I'm sorry, I gotta create.
No, I'm so prepared. If I ever get one turn around, and I will fist fight the man behind me. I do not care. I will be aggressive. I
See,
don't
this is
care.
the thing is, like, he already gave it to the kid. And the same thing with the other one. The guy already gave it to the girl. So I'm not gonna start yelling at the kid or start yelling at the girl. All I can do is yell at
Yeah.
the adult that gave it to them because it's their fault. The first girl though, I could
Yeah.
have gotten it back. Like I could have gotten that one back. So that's the one that really pisses
Yeah.
me off the most because I actually could have done more. Um, but this guy goes, just gotta create memories. What are you teaching your nephew?
That kid would not remember shit.
Right? And also, what are you teaching your nephew to steal? Like
You're
honestly.
like memory, you bitch. That kid will
Anyway,
not remember that.
to rub salt in the wound, JD comes over and throws it over and Tal catches it. So, I mean, like, I was happy that she got her puck. So, like, I like, not that I was jealous, because, like, I wouldn't have wanted a JD puck anyway. But, like, I wasn't asking for a JD puck or anything. But, like, it was a little bit upsetting that she actually got it.
Yeah.
Because nobody else reached for it. It was just me, her, and my mom that reached for it. But yeah,
Funny how that works.
funny how that works. Anyway, after warm-ups, I was talking to Liv and Natalie and Abby and everyone, and I was telling them what happened. They were like, that's actually, like, fucking crazy. They're like, that's actually so, like, rude. I was like, yeah, I know. And then, well, then I went to our seats because we had Loge again, and then we watched the wonderful game that ensued after that. That brings me to my next point, which is still pregame, but now the game has, like, somewhat started. Um, we had me and Tal got some breaking news before the game that Jack Edwards was retiring out of fucking nowhere. I actually found out through I think your text that you sent me.
Oh yeah.
Many texts and notifications around about it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I told Tal, and we were all freaking out. But anyway, so then they honored Jack before the game, which was an unexpected ceremony. Um, I feel as though if he had announced that before that, I bet tickets would have skyrocketed in price.
Oh
As
yeah. 100%.
the Dallas game, when they announced that Marchand was going to be honored at that. So anyway, so I got to see that, which was really good because I have always been an avid Jack Edwards defender.
I mean, you edited that bitch.
I have literally never, yeah, exactly. I literally never said anything bad about him. Like, and I'm not saying that, and like, this podcast has never said anything bad about JD. Like,
But we actually love Jack
actually
Edwards.
have never said anything bad about that man. Like, I love him. And he was literally like my childhood. Like, I remember, like, even before I started watching the Bruins, like, I just always remember hearing his voice. So, like, it's so upsetting.
No,
And
like when I first started like watching the games like frequently, obviously my sister would be home and me and my sister had this running joke about Jack and Brick being gay lovers. Like anytime the TV would come on, I said, "Oh, the gay lovers are on again."
you never, you never got to see peak Jack, though.
I know, and I'm so upset.
In real time, at least. There's always
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Actually, before I digress, Hayden got a cameo from him. I don't know if you saw the video on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I saw that.
He actually sent me the full thing, and it's really sad. Like he was talking really, really like he couldn't actually articulate. Like when he's like calling the games and stuff, it's one thing because he's like on TV and like you talk a certain way when you're like on TV, but like he was trying to talk and it's like he just couldn't.
Yeah.
It was like it's like a speech impediment. Like it's really, really, really sad. And he's so sweet too. He was so nice. So oh my god, it was like actually so sad. Like I almost started crying in the middle of work when I was listening to it. But anyway, now I digress. So they honored him and he lifted the stick up like the Stanley Cup and it was literally the cutest thing ever. Like I was actually like I think I have the video on my phone, but I was literally like
Like we need to win it for him.
we do. We really do. Like it was just so sweet. But anyway, that brings me to my next point, which is that Jack Edwards would now be announcing his very last seventh player. And let me just say, y'all, on my sign, I'm gonna have to like a little bit. Um, there was a lot of discourse before and after it was announced on who it should have been. Um,
I feel like especially after.
especially after. I think my personal pick would have been
Danton Heinen.
Danton Heinen or Morgan Geeky though, because
Yeah.
Morgan Geeky was not coming here to be who he was either.
Yeah.
So that's that. But I really do think that like Trent deserved it. Maybe not just not to the level that they might have.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. Because that's how I used to explain it to like my mom. She was always like, why would you vote for him? Like, why do you think he should win it? So I would always tell her that. And mind you, Ben Frederick's having a career year. He's leading
Yeah.
the team in hits. Like, he brings us depth that he originally wasn't supposed like he was just originally supposed to be some like solid fourth liner with like grit.
Yeah.
That's what he established himself as like very early, but then last year he made this like jump. And I really think he should have won it
A
last year.
huge jump.
He
Yes.
really should have won it last year. And that was really upsetting. But um a lot of people could have argued it was like, well, that's because he had Bergeron, that's because he had Krejci. So this year, him being able to maintain and also progress even further than that proves it
Yeah.
wasn't that. It was really just him trying to get better and getting better. So
And like proving that he can play without these like stars on the
I've
team.
heard so many people say like how he just like works his ass off. So
Yeah.
fully, like I truly actually believe that he deserved it, not just because he's my fave and I think he's hot. But anyway, I digress because also Morgan Geeky is literally also Christian Bale for me. So
Yeah, we know, girl.
anyway, so I was fully expecting it to be Danton Heinen. Like
Yeah.
fully through and through, I was like, it's gonna be Heinen. And so I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Like you could hear me in my video. I was like, I hope it's just like actually someone good, if not one of them. And not like one of like the randoms that was also like Potsy or whatever.
Yeah.
Um and so Jack goes up and he starts doing his thing. And I was like freaking out. And he goes, Trent, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Like I actually couldn't believe it. Like you can hear me in the video. I just screamed, oh my god, after he said Trent. I continued to say it, but like the first one was like the initial shock hitting me that he
Just
actually won
pure
it.
shock.
And then like this scoreboard like cut to like him coming off from the bench and like he was like smiling, did this cute little like wave, and I was like, oh my god, like I was actually freaking out. And um my apologies, I'm eating noodles. But anyway, um literally like, I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, I was screaming, I was clapping, I was grabbing onto my mom. She was laughing at me. I was just so happy for him because I really think he deserved it last year, and I still think he deserves it this year. Which this brings me to the Twitter discourse that we were talking about previously. The Heinen fans.
We're not happy.
No, they were not. Which, fair enough. The person that you think should win didn't win. That was like me last year. Like I was upset last year. Last year, did I go and insult Zaka's ability and the people that voted for him? No, I didn't.
No.
Did I ever say Zaka didn't deserve it? No. Um, I saw a lot of Heinen fans being really disrespectful to Trent specifically.
Yeah.
Like legitimately just saying like he didn't deserve it. Which is crazy because even like I said, like personally I think he deserved it, just not to the degree of the other players.
Yeah.
But still like on his own terms, hell yeah. So like it's just stupid. Like it's really upsetting because I opened Twitter after the game and that's what I saw. Like really? But I will admit there were a lot of people that were happy for him and that wanted him to win before and after. So I was glad that at least it wasn't like the whole fan base was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Obviously he won for a reason. But um there were people that were like, like I think Heinen should have won it, but I'm happy for Trent, like, or I'm happy for Freddie. He deserved it. Like, good for him. That's how you do it. But yeah, people don't know how to just like be nice in the Bruins community. But we know that. Like
But we then knew that.
I'm not one of these people to be like, oh, the Bruins fans are like great and welcoming. No, they're fucking not. Like I understand why people don't like Bruins fans.
Yeah.
You can go to the game now and
Okay.
take the wheel while I eat.
Well, that was certainly a last game.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we tanked for Toronto. That's what I'm gonna say in my heart of hearts. That's why we lost.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Teams do that.
Yeah. Absolutely
Also,
nothing happened in the first period.
me and Tal cheered for Brady when he came on the ice during warm-ups.
Of course you did. Yeah, nothing happened in the first. And then in the second period, the Sins scored 2 goals, not even a minute apart.
Oh my god. Me and my mom were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Povs made sure we didn't get shut out. So, good on him for showing up for the team when no one else would.
Yep.
And, we did what we always do, which works 100% of the time.
Yeah, and then
Pull the
oh,
goalie.
and we already had a power play. We could have just stuck with the power play actually, because mind you, Pavel Zacha scored on the power play. So I don't know why we felt the need. Like I know it gives you more, but like the empty net never works for us. So I don't know why you wouldn't just try the power play. But whatever.
Yeah, we hold the goalie, and you know what happened? An empty net goal for the Senators.
If I remember.
Who's shocked? Fork found in kitchen.
Yep. If I actually remember correctly, we lost the face-off, and yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
As we do.
As one does. Fork found in kitchen. We still did not get like any shots on goal this game.
I was so mad because I didn't get to see Pat Maroon play.
I know, he kept getting benched.
I don't know how much we've talked about it on this podcast, but off the air, I have been so
We love Pat Maroon.
I've been so fucking excited to see Uncle Pat play, and I was so pissed.
Who want Pat and Maroon right now?
I kept telling because like my dad and my mom, I'm like my whole family, we're such like Pat Maroon deniers. They're like, you think he's gonna make like that much of a difference? I'm like, fuck yes, he is. But yeah,
I really hope they re-sign him so that I can see him play next year.
they definitely won't, but I really am.
They definitely won't, but like I'll be in my delusions. They will.
But you know what? Even if they don't, maybe he'll have the cup.
Maybe he'll sign for the Blue Jackets, and then I'll see him then.
Absolutely fucking not. They don't deserve him. Fuck the Blue Jackets.
They don't. They don't.
You know who they don't deserve? Sean Corrali.
Real, give him back. Bring him
Man,
home.
save him. He does not want to be there.
No.
I don't care
That
that
fucking press conference was so...
I don't care that he's like, this is where we transition to league-wide news. I don't care that he's like technically home because that's like what I don't give a fuck. His home is
I
Boston.
do not give a flying fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Literally me.
What if Frederick is elite? I don't give a fuck what anyone else says.
Literally, like, it's actually insane how, like, and he was so good in the playoffs too. He was a beast. He hasn't been able to
Oh yeah,
in a while.
I wonder why.
Future
But, you know, there was a close wild card race in the East.
mm-hmm.
And you know who won the wild card race?
Oh.
The Washington Capitals with a minus 37 goal differential.
The
Minus
Capitals
37.
They
The
should
Red Wings deserve that so much more. The Red Wings busted their ass to try and make it in. They tied the game. They came back against the fucking Canadians, all for nothing.
You can tell they knew too. At the end.
Because they were like, oh, we're so back. And then after, they definitely found out and they were fucking pissed.
Literally, like.
Because the Wings could have made like a, and I'm not going to say like a serious run, but the Wings would have had more of a chance than the Capitals would.
Literally, the Capitals fucking suck. Like, did you, okay.
Like, yes, we just talked about them beating us, but that does not mean they don't suck.
But also, we had to lose that game too in order to play Toronto. So if we were taking to play Toronto, then we also had to lose that game. But we were practically handing that game to him, and I mean not in the sense that like we were intentionally doing it, but I'm just saying even in general, we were literally handing that game to them. The amount of shots, the amount of on-man rushes we gave them, the amount of like breakaways, the amount of open nets, and they couldn't score for shit. Not a good team. They are not a good team. They should not be in the playoffs. So they're gonna get absolutely
like the Sabres have demolished the Capitals time and time again.
Absolutely slammed by the Rangers too. And I hate the Caps, so I don't really care.
Yeah, but I mean I also hate the Rangers. But speaking of the Rangers won the President's Trophy, which
Bye-bye.
good. I hope you guys have fun with the curse.
I know they're gonna make it to the second round because I know they.
Well, obviously they're gonna make it to the second round.
The poor Penguins, though, bro.
And fingers crossed they don't make it past that, but we'll get into that later.
Oh God, please no.
For my lovely, lovely bracket. You know, obviously we tanked for Toronto, so Cats take first in the Atlantic.
Goodbye.
Stars take the West.
I've seen most people though, like 90% of the brackets that I've seen, take the Panthers over Tampa. Which is
I put the Panthers over Tampa.
I did. I put the Panthers over us though.
Well, so did I.
But if we like, I fully believe that like, if we
can get our shit together, we can do it.
If we play the physical type of game that we played against the Panthers all season and that we've been playing against those types of teams, we can easily beat them. But we're not doing that last year. We were not playing physical.
No. And we were also running on an injured goalie, which was not helping, which hopefully we've learned our lesson from.
Yeah, and also, like, we actually are going into the playoffs this year, like, fairly healthy. The only players that are hurt are Derek Forbert and Justin Brazeau.
Yeah. And, like, I love them both, but we are obviously able to play without them.
Yeah, like, Forbert is Forbert. Sorry. I love him, but Forbert is Forbert.
Love you, Pooks. Hope you're having fun in Providence.
Brazeau's physical and, like, big. Like, and if he comes back, we can definitely fit him in, take out maybe Lauco or take out, like, JVR.
Yeah.
Like that again. But we have Maroon now. Like, we were going to fully have Maroon now. And
boy, do we have Maroon now.
Boy, do we have Maroon, and that's going to help us a lot. But anyway. But yeah. I think we have a fair shot at the cup if we just get our shit together in round one.
Yeah.
Like
if we get our shit together in round one, Well, get our shit together in round 2.
If we play if we somehow make it to the cup final and we end up playing like the Oilers, I think we could win. If we end up playing the Avs, we might get bitched. We might get bitched by Kel McCarr.
Well, what do you think about if we play the Stars? Because obviously I have the Stars moving on. I don't know if they will or not, but it's
I don't
technically
have
a
the Stars moving
possibility.
to the cup, but I think if we, I don't know. I feel like that would be more of like a maybe sort of
Depends
like an
kind
even.
of deal.
I think
Yeah.
it would depend on how healthy our teams are by then.
I feel like if it was, it might be like a 7-game series.
Everybody wants everybody's Delulu and wants the
Everyone wants Vancouver and the Bruins.
But I'd actually be very scared if that happened. That would
I would too, but honestly, they kind of fell off towards the end of the season. Like, yeah, they started off really fucking strong.
So didn't we though?
Well, yeah. But I feel like towards the end, no matter what we talked about today, I feel like we kind of got back in the groove a little bit.
I really think that honestly, we were just trying to stay healthy for playoffs. Like I totally believe
Yeah.
that. Once we clinched, we were like, let's just not overdo it like we did last year. Let's
Yeah.
just stay healthy. Like I honestly think that like not playing Pat Maroon in the last game, sending Beecher down, and then bringing him back up after, like I think this was like a good thing. Like keep those important
Yeah,
players.
bringing Laura up and then sending him back down immediately.
Or Lowry. That actually sucks. But
he's gonna get whiplash, bro.
He's gonna be. I mean, he sounds like Jacob Lacko from last year.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like just rest them, honestly. Speaking of resting, Mark Stone. I don't even like how they possibly get away with that every single year is just fucking bonkers to me. Like
Absolutely.
like I'm not saying teams don't do that because like whatever, but the same player
every year.
Crazy. And also like it's like cheating. You're literally just getting like free cap space and you're cheating.
Yeah.
And they still are like they still have lenience because they're still a fairly new franchise.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about how Seattle was a fucking bomb last year and they just
and this year they're fucked.
They just like they actually had a playoff run last year.
Yeah.
Like whoa. I mean, good. Like I hate them, but like whoa.
Yeah. But do we want to talk about the Coyotes moving to Utah? Because I have some opinions.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak.
I just think like the way they're saying is they're moving to Utah and they're still going to try to bid for the plot of land on June 27th and then be in the works for a new barn. And they're saying Marullo still, because he's the one who owned the Coyotes, he's still allowed. I think it's until 2025 he has to show like very solid proof that he's going to be trying.
He has to show they have to have a facility, like a new state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah. And so if they get that plot of land on the 27th and start building and actually show, then we're going to have a team back in Arizona soon. But I still think Murillo did not care about this fucking team.
No,
he put everything off.
If he did, this never would have had to happen in the first place.
In the situation, he didn't fucking care about the team or the fans or any of that shit. Hiding from the team that the fact that you could be moving to Utah and then having to follow it through social media is so fucked up.
No,
and like them saying they're going to be doing this and then having it ripped from the fans.
No, like, literally because like
it's so fucked.
I feel so bad for the fans, but the only people I can feel worse for are the players. Because imagine that,
The
like,
players and the other staff members all having to uproot their family and move away is
dude,
so
I'm,
terrible.
I'm sorry, but like, you think having hockey in Arizona's fucked up? Why the fuck would you have hockey in Utah?
And like the arena isn't even like built for hockey yet. They're going to have to put a whole bunch of money into fixing it. Also, I want to talk about how when they moved out, like when they stopped being the Phoenix Coyotes and moved out of that shit, how they literally just threw away everything from the arena because Doan had his banner hanged,
I
and some
know.
dude found it in the trash and
That's
then returned it to Doan on the last game day.
I saw that. That's so
How
like
the fuck do you just throw away important NHL history?
that's 50 Shades of fucked up, dude.
Like, what the
Like
fuck
this
is
team is literally
this?
like
This is shady as shit. And the
this team.
fact that Gary Bettman has basically sucked off the Coyotes and gave them so much leeway, and Marula hasn't done a single thing to stop this from happening.
Literally, like it's fucked up when you're taking Bettman's side. Like it's fucked up
Literally.
when you're siding with Gary Bettman. But literally, like this team is like the
And
fucking
them saying
the
that
NHL.
hockey doesn't work, and them saying hockey don't work in Arizona when it really has, because there's so many products of like youth development in Arizona. Like, I hate to be the one, Austin Matthews, huge Arizona kid, up
Right?
there now, like
Did you see?
doing
Did
great.
you see like
A whole bunch of Arizona players are products of
no
the
exactly?
Arizona
And not
development
only that,
program for
but like
youth.
people have been saying like, oh, they can't even fill out Mullet Arena. Yeah, because who the fuck wants to go see an NHL game at a college arena? Maybe if they had an actual place to go see
Like,
it, they would
if
probably
they
have
had an actual arena,
they would have just as much attendance as like the Islanders at UBS. Like,
yeah,
did you
well,
see
they'd have about as
people?
much as attendance
Did you
as
see
like
like what was it like
the Sabres,
twenty six
because
thousand people applied for like something with like the
applied for season tickets, but I
yeah
think the arena will only hold like 15,000. But the thing is, like the Sabres, they don't have very much attendance, but they're not being threatened to be taken away.
exactly. Like I don't understand. Like hockey is perfectly fine in Arizona. There's nothing wrong with it.
There's
Literally, like
proof that it works.
this team is literally the Raiders of the NHL. Like
Literally.
they just keep getting moved around, and they don't even have time to get fans because of it.
Yeah, that's another reason why no one shows up, is because you keep moving where they're having to
Nothing.
play.
Who the fuck? Like who the fuck cares about Utah? Like I'm
Like,
sick of it. Like I don't want more teams. I want Arizona to like have their team. Yeah, but like
because like
moving the whole team is gonna
32 teams is already a lot. Adding more is like, I obviously I keep joking around and be like, give Indiana a team. Obviously, like, it's never going to happen. I mean, if we keep going the way we are, it will. But two, 32 teams is enough.
it's
Football
enough.
has
We
football
didn't
has
need the
32
Kraken.
teams.
We did not need the Kraken. We did not need Vegas.
Like,
Like
football, the NFL has 32 teams. The NHL, it does not get near the amount of viewership. Why would we add more teams?
like you're not doing anything better by expanding.
Hell,
You're
go back to the original 6. Fuck it.
literally, I mean, maybe we're biased because we're Bruins fans, but like seriously, like like I swear, like 20 teams is more than enough. Like we don't need
Yeah.
that, and it's also better because it makes for better competition for the players and the teams. Because when there's 31 other teams to play in a season, you really don't like. It's just like whatever, and everybody's buddies. And they're all like, when there's
Yeah.
regional six, you fucking
And
hate.
the talent gets
And
spread out further.
people keep getting traded left and right, and it's like you never
Yeah.
have like when there was the original six, like your team, that was your team. You hated everybody else.
Yeah.
That was where you were, basically.
Fuck everybody.
So it's like just the whole culture is like so different now. Unless you're like a Maple Leafs
Yeah.
Bruins, where like they've always been rivalries, or like the Habs and the Bruins. Even then, this year they really weren't even like. Really, it's just the fans now, I guess. But
I
like
think the
the Red
fans just
Wings
fucking
and
hate
the
each
Bullets
other.
hate each other.
Yeah.
But I think our biggest
The
rivalry.
Blackhawks really don't have the right to hate anybody because they fucking suck.
Yeah, we don't even really. I mean, it's funny because it's like even like on our rival teams like the Habs and like the Blackhawks and the Red Wings and stuff, like there are players that like I actually like or like don't mind and actually have respect for and like
Yeah.
whatever. But literally I cannot think of a single Leaf that I actually like. Maybe Wall? Maybe Wall?
I like
Um
well,
I like Wall, but
well, I like Benoit. That's just because I like a man with a mustache.
I don't
But I don't like a man with a mustache with a big ass fucking forehead.
I don't like Benoit. I also think we have a better 11 who by the way has teeth. So I hate them. Like I could go
Fuck
on and
Max
on about how
Domi,
much I hate the
you
Leafs.
ugly bum.
Let's just not get on the subject of the Leafs because I could go on about how
Yeah.
I fucking hate them. But
Do we want to do our playoff brackets?
yeah, we have 8 minutes. Should we wait or just try it?
I feel like we can get through them.
Okay. Do you want to do yours first?
Yeah. Oh my god, my phone is so fucking hot.
Yeah, I can tell you're mad laggy.
Let me get to my bracket. It'll fucking load.
Let me know when you're ready and then I'll introduce it.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do the official, as requested by Shelf like a month ago or like 2 or whenever it was. We're gonna do the official
Yeah.
Weymouthers bracket challenge. Um, Actually, Shelf did one. We have like a little like league. I think I gave it to Ellen.
Yeah, if you want to join the league and you haven't yet, there's a link on our Twitter that we
Yep.
sent out.
Um, yeah, Emma's gonna kick it off with hers, and then I'll do mine. Which we did. I did. But I think we. I don't know if you posted yours, but I did post mine. So a lot of people.
I don't know if I posted mine or not because
I know
mine
you
still
sent,
is like not fully
I know
showing
you
up.
sent it to me though, and
Yeah.
yours is 50 Shades of fucked up, dude. I actually hate it. Like I actually have issues with your bracket. If you
So my bracket, I'm gonna start in the West.
I started in the West when I was explaining mine to someone, so
So between the Knights and the Stars, I have the Stars winning. And then between the Jets and the Avalanche, I have the Avs winning. Between the Canucks and the Predators, I have the Canucks winning. Though I would love for the Predators to have some like outrageous run because I think it'd be really funny.
I know.
I just don't see it happening. And then between the Oilers and the Kings, I have the Oilers because yeah.
Yep.
And then between the Battle of Florida, which is the Panthers and the Lightning, I have Florida taking it. And then between the Bruins and the Leafs, I obviously have the Bruins. Between the Rangers and the Capitals, I obviously have the Rangers. And then between the Canes and the New York Islanders, I have the Canes.
Uh-huh.
So then between Dallas and the Avs, I have Dallas. Between the Canucks and the Oilers, I have the Oilers. Between the Panthers and the Bruins, I do sadly have the Panthers. And then between the Rangers and the Canes, I have the Canes.
Like I just like
and then so this is conference final. So between the Stars and the Oilers, I have the Stars. And then conference final for the East between the Panthers and the Canes.
I just
I
like,
have I have the Canes.
you're just crazy. Like you're actually insane.
And then for the Stanley Cup final between Dallas and the Carolina Hurricanes, I have the Carolina Hurricanes winning the Stanley Cup championship.
You're actually just
So there's my great glorious bracket.
your bracket is actually fucking crazy. Like I actually cannot believe you actually have them winning the cup. Like that is muscle tough. Anyway, this is mine. So
Just wait, they'll win it and then you'll fucking bite your tongue.
they're not gonna fucking win the cup. I would bet money on that. But anyway,
How much money?
I'm not doing it. I'm broke.
Damn.
But enough. Anyway, so I'll start in the West. Dallas and Vegas, I took Dallas. Winnipeg and Colorado, I took Colorado. Nashville and Vancouver, I took Vancouver. And Edmonton, LA, I took Edmonton. So we actually had the same first round in all of the West. And then in the East, actually, I think we had the same East too in the first round. Yeah, Panthers, Lightning, I took the Panthers. Bruins, Leafs, I took the Bruins. Rangers, Caps, I took the Rangers. And Canes, Islanders, I took the Canes. This is where we start to differ. So Dallas and Colorado, I took Colorado. And oh my fuck, there's a bug on my computer.
No.
Not again. I'm getting flashbacks to the spider. Oh, it did not just fucking live. It did not just fucking live. It did not just fucking live.
Ain't no way.
Okay. So anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, and then Vancouver and Edmonton. I took Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then, Florida, Boston. I actually took Florida, which could change. Hopefully it's
Could
wrong,
change.
but I took Florida. And then this is where we really differ here. I took the Rangers over the Canes because
Canes are winning it all.
Canes are not fucking winning at all. Nope, no sir. And even if they did, they would not win the Eastern Conference. Their style is just absolute garbage. It's literal dog water.
Seth Jarvis is gonna. Seth Jarvis is the Conn Smythe winner.
No. Okay, so anyway, back to the West for the East, for the Western Conference. Colorado and Edmonton. I took Colorado, and in the Eastern Conference, Florida and the Rangers. I actually took the Rangers.
Oh.
But either or, I was kind of struggling with that. But anyway, my Stanley Cup final is the Avs and the Rangers, and it's basically offensive bomb versus defensive bomb, and defense always wins. So
Defense always wins.
I took Colorado as my Stanley Cup winner, which makes a lot more fucking sense than Carolina.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, those are our brackets. Like we said on our Twitter, we have the link to our league if you guys want to join. We can see how delulu you guys are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And also, if you also have the Canes winning, hit me up because
you're literally just vibes only. You know damn well they're not. You know damn well they're not winning.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do some quizzes again because why not?
Yep.
So we're gonna start with mine, which is which Tinder NHL friendship are you? So the quiz introduction says it's good to be a little bit in love with your friends. Here's a fun quiz to see which pair of slightly less repressed NHL players you are.
Oh boy.
How do you prefer to read books? Ebook, I just eat the book. I've never learned how to read. Paperback, hardback. I sleep with the book under my pillow and hope that the knowledge just sort of goes into my brain through osmosis. I read a lot of ebooks, but I
I
also
eat
read paperback.
I eat the book?
I,
I read paperbacks usually.
yeah, we can put paperback.
All right.
I just read ebook because I just am addicted to my Kindle.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Pick a 2000s pop punk emo band. My Chemical Romance, Brand New. I was a One Direction stan. All Time Low, Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Paramore, Blink 182, and whoever sang Stacy's Mom.
Um,
I want to say Paramore. I love Paramore.
the answer to that question is Sounds of Wayne. I don't listen to that kind of music, so I would probably just do the One Direction question because I
I'm
don't.
fine with that.
I don't.
I used to
Yeah,
listen to one.
I don't like that genre of music. It's not that I just don't listen to it, like I just don't like it.
I do, but
Oh,
it's okay.
oh my God, I hate Green Day. Ugh.
What percentage do you let your phone battery run out before plugging it in? Greater
Like
than 60, or you leave it plugged in whenever possible. Below 60, below 40, or below 20. Mine's below 20.
mine's plugged in whenever possible. But
Oh,
if it starts to get low and I need to charge it and I'm refusing to charge it, it'll usually be at like 5 before I put it on the charger.
yeah, same.
But it's unless I'm like I've just haven't had it on the charger or don't have
But
like
like if I'm in like bed, then I'll have it on a charger. But like if I'm
like
like
literally
at
like I'll
school
have
or
it on the
shit,
charger if at all possible. Like if there's not one near me, then I'll start letting it die. And then even if there is one near me, once it gets to like 50, I won't put it on the charger until it's practically dead.
no, I like do not put my phone on the charger until it's at like 1%. It's a problem.
Literally like it's either at 90 to 100 or it's at 20.
Yep.
That's the only time it's gonna be on the charger.
Oh, so many words. Holy fuck.
Oh, great.
Um,
What's the question?
choose a McElroy Brothers quote.
Why don't you just pick one?
Okay.
Pick one I'd like.
Well, I think you'd understand them. I'll just read them.
All right.
Okay, do not be hard on yourself for being afraid. If you need to hide under the covers for a bit, that's okay too. Maybe your fear will feel self-care. Maybe it will feel creativity. Maybe it
Onward.
will feel altruism. Whatever the case, don't be mad at yourself for being afraid or sad or lonely or a million other feelings. It's okay to feel stuff. That's the first one.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not all of them are that long.
Okay.
Just some of them are.
Some.
Yeah, there's only like 3 that are that long.
I reiterate, just pick one.
Just
Okay,
pick
go
one.
ahead.
Our capacity for love increases with each person we cross paths with throughout our lives and with each moment we spend with those people, but too often we neglect the part of ourselves in favor of others. And by the time we realize just how important it is, we find ourselves with fewer folks around to practice with.
Um,
Okay, so when someone leaves your life, those exits are not made equal. Some are beautiful and poetic and satisfying, others are abrupt and unfair, but most are just unremarkable, unintentional, clumsy. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and keep trying to do good, and so are you, and nobody gets to vote on that. Sometimes there aren't good decisions, sometimes there's just decisions.
I like that.
What? Dorg. This one, there's a blurred out word, and I can't see what it is because our school flags down cuss words and like blurs them. Oh, it says fuck.
Okay.
So I have a beating heart. I'm multidimensional. I'm a fully realized creation. Fuck. That's what it says. This one is really fucking long.
Can you just skip it? I know we ain't choosing it.
Yeah. When God chooses a door, he throws a sword through your window.
No.
And then the last one is the man who sleeps with a machete is a fool to every night but one. Are we going with the decisions one?
Yeah. That was horrible. Oh, was a decision putting that question in.
You know, it's just a decision that. How liberally do you use Tumblr's horrible blocking and blacklist features?
Never.
I've never blocked anyone in my life. On my dash, we live and die and read queerphobic Discord like men. I use them for blocking bigots and abusers. I blocked everyone and everything that's ever made me feel even a little bad.
Never.
Never?
Never.
I've never. What part of your ancient body always hurts? Russian machine never breaks. All of them. Headache, neck and shoulders, back, knees, back,
Back.
back,
Or my knees.
or my knees,
But
but
I
back
did
is
have a
worse.
really, really bad era of like literally like I had the worst back pain imaginable for like a really long time. So back.
What time of day do you thrive? Night, evening, mid-morning, afternoon, or morning? I'd say evening, because obviously I don't fucking stay up at night.
I'd say probably like morning.
I'm fine with morning too. I feel like
no, like I
do we
actually
gonna go like morning or like mid-morning?
yeah, I actually like peak time ever is like 9 a.m. 10 a.m.
Real.
Oh yeah. Especially if it's like sunny out. Oh, it's like a nice like spring day. You wake up and like the windows are open, you can smell the fresh air and it's oh. How many more questions?
Okay. There's 15 questions. We're on question 8.
Oh my god. Okay. Go ahead.
Choose the type of tea. Green tea, classic English breakfast, peppermint tea with honey, ginger, lemon, and honey, ruby, I don't fucking know. Rooibos with cinnamon and orange, Earl Grey, or chai latte. I don't drink tea.
If I drink tea, it's black tea. Um, I guess green tea. 'Cause I don't like any of the other.
I'm chill with that.
I'm chill with green tea, even though I don't like green tea. I'd still choose that over all of those.
What creative activity do you enjoy most, or would most like to take up? Textile arts or needlecraft, sewing, embroidery, etc. Making music, writing, cooking or baking, making collages and or getting messy with glue, making gifts or graphics, and painting and drawing.
I guess drawing.
Yeah, I was gonna say drawing. Oh, we have lyrics.
No, just pick one. Do not read.
Yeah, but I do listen to this band, so I'll just pick ones that I
one.
like.
Who is it?
The Front Bottoms.
Oh, I don't even know who that is. Yeah, just pick one for me.
What's your method of water intake?
Okay.
Long soaks in claw-footed tub that's been scattered with rose petals with a glass of wine and a book that I'll pretend like I'm gonna read and lit candles. With a straw, canned seltzer / club soda, reusable water bottle in a cup, or plastic single-use water bottles. I use a reusable water bottle.
I use plastic.
Me and my Owala for life.
I use either like a bottle, like a plastic single-use bottle, or I guess reusable because I have a water bottle. So
Yeah.
also like water bottles, like plastic water bottles, you can reuse them. You want to, you can reuse them.
Pick a comfort item. Weighted blanket.
Nope.
Abiding. It just says abiding wit. I don't know what that is.
What?
Childhood best friend who sticks up for you because you won't. Hamper full of the 4,000 stuffed animals you've accumulated over the past 10 years. I am my own comfort item. Blankie from childhood. Phone. Single stuffed animal with past emotional significance. I'd say a blanket from childhood because you're actually being propped up on my childhood blanket right now.
Did somebody say hamper of stuffed animals?
But I also do have a lot of stuffed animals.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. My phone.
Yeah, I'd say phone.
Because of all those things, the only thing I can really think of, like, that's, like, legitimately, like, my phone. The weighted blanket one made me sick to my stomach.
You don't like weighted blankets?
I'm
What's
actually,
your favorite genre of TV shows or movies? Horror, animated, inspirational sports film about college nobodies beating the Russian Olympic team.
I bet
I
that's
wonder
Shrek.
what that's about. Coming of age film, comedy, crime, drama slash what? It's just crime drama.
Um, horror, probably, or comedy.
I'd say comedy.
And comedy. I love horror, but it
I
has
like some horror movies. It
it has to
just
be
depends.
specific, like found
I
footage.
like the Saw movies a
Yes,
lot.
no, you like a different type of horror, I think, than I like.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you like the slashers, and I like the paranormals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should just settle on com. I hate.
What type of pet would you most like to have? Fish, horse or other livestock, cat, mutt dog, or purebred dog?
I wonder what you'd say. Nay. Anyway.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
A dog. Any type of dog. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of dog.
I don't care what kind of dog. Doesn't matter.
I'll just put mutt.
Yeah, mutts are better than purebreds, but it depends on you're what you want.
Quitty, don't listen.
I said it depends.
I know.
Like a husky, purebred husky. Ooh, those things are beautiful.
No, Quinn's a fat fuck right now.
Okay, let's
Needs
not
to go on a diet.
go dog insulting now. Let's just continue.
Last question. What horrible alcoholic drink was your drink of choice in college? Well,
um,
can't really answer this one, but we'll go based on vibes. Wine that probably has bits of cork in it served in a coffee cup.
yeah.
Natty Light, PBR, Molson, Bad Light beer, any sort of Edward 40 hand situation. Spiked Gatorade, Jaeger bombs, Jungle Juice, Fireball, some sort of cheap flavored vodka. I didn't slash don't drink slash this situation doesn't apply. Well, I guess we can put that.
Yeah, I do that. Even if I
Let's
was
see who we get. Matt Barzal and Tito Movillier.
oh
Let me read. Oh my god, let me read you the blurb.
yeah,
You are the hottest bitch in any room at all times. You're outgoing and social. The people tend to fall for your stunning personality and looks. You're
um,
very confident in the things you say and do, which is good because typically your brain's operating a second or two behind your mouth, which can leave you looking stupid. You go out of your way to be kind to others, especially to those who may be uncomfortable or disadvantaged in a situation. You're kind of loud and have a lot of friends, which might intimidate people at first, but it shouldn't because you're also humble and a good listener. You're also excellent at long distance friendship and great at responding to text and messages, partially because the badge notifications on messaging apps gives you a massive anxiety. When people you when people ask you what your love language is, you don't know because it's truly all of them. You love a good old-fashioned grand romantic gesture. You tend to hold a grudge for a really long time, but on the flip side, you won't give up an old friendship just because of time and distance. While you enjoy having lots of friends, you're good at letting go of people when they've become toxic to you, and your friends come to you for relationship advice all the time. All in all, you're
oh, they
young, but
do.
you're crushing it. Keep it up, and one day John Tavares will be a fuzzy, irrelevant memory.
I like how half of that was spot on, and the other half couldn't be further from the truth. Social and outgoing. anyway, okay, my turn. So my quiz is. Hold on, let me pull it up again. um, which NHL player I inexplicably feel kinship with are you? So we're gonna see. Okay, how would you define time? Not enough, slow and inevitable, a concept, I guess, a liar and a thief. I don't know, let me look at the clock, lol. The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future regarded as a whole. I'd probably say a concept, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Choose an iconic line. What is this?
What is this?
Oh, there's a video. Girl has breakdown over ticket. Like, I think she has a breakdown
Oh,
getting a ticket. I'm just gonna read them instead of listening to it. Karma's got his kiss from.
yeah.
That's me winking, but my eyes are too swollen to wink. Listen, my life is extremely going downhill. And I called to see
Real.
if I could serve jail time instead of paying, but no one answered, so I left a voicemail asking if it were an option for me to serve jail time instead of paying. Shut up and show me support. I like my life is extremely going downhill, but I also really like the jail time one.
Really like jail time one.
Okay. How do you like your coffee? Milk and sugar is 90% milk, something fancy and unhealthy from a coffee place. Skimmed milk with no sugar. I don't drink coffee. Black. I don't drink coffee.
I do. I just have like
I like
milk
something.
and vanilla, so I'd say milk and sugar.
Yeah, I would just say that because if I was gonna, I would do that.
Because I don't get like a frappuccino. To me, that would be like the overly sweet
Yeah,
sugary
that
drink.
would be like me, I guess. But pick a vibe, and then it's these pictures. I like
Oh,
that. Um the Gossip Girl memes. I really like those.
real.
Also, the video of Florence Pugh crying. That one was really fun. That was a funny era, actually.
That was a good time.
Should we do that one?
Yeah.
Imagine you're having a conversation with someone about a touchy subject and you can tell that they're trying to pick a fight. How do you react? Well, I'm right and they're wrong. So, first of all, I'm pretty good at situations like these, so I'll give that a try. Let's fucking go. Just let them say what they want and move on. I'm so tired. They're picking a fight with me. Me? No, really, me. I stare until they give up. Yes, it works. Honestly, I'm the second to last one. Um, I'll hurt someone's feelings.
Real. I do not care.
Should we do that one?
Yeah.
You're at a meeting and your colleague leaves you stranded with a group of serious looking people you've never met before in your life. Do you initiate small talk? Stop, I'm already sweating. No, I stand there and silently plot my colleague's demise. Honestly, that would be me. Sure, I introduce myself and go from there. Damn right I do. I like to talk. I talk a lot. Some would say I talk too much. Somebody ever tell you that? When I was 3, I swallowed a box of chalk and who the fuck cares? I have a phone. Hello. Depends. Are these people important? If yes, I'll try. Oh, I have a phone. Hello. That would be me.
Yeah.
Pick an actual
I just avoid it all the time.
pick an actual Wattpad cover I found.
Oh god.
Standard one that's just like blurred
Oh,
that says NHL Imagines.
I know.
That one's funny. Should we do that one?
Yeah.
Pick a raunchy novel based exclusively on the cover. This is scientific. I'm gonna read the names first and then show you the pictures.
Oh
Head
god.
rescued by the space pirate. Hurts to love you. The housekeeper's billionaire boss. Serve
Oh.
cold. And make my babies. Here's the cover.
I mean, you've gotta go with Make My Babies.
Yeah. What type of texture are you? If there isn't a single emoji, then call the cops. It's not me. I double text. I triple text. I text how I think. People tell me I come off rude in texts. I'll text back one day, promise. Hang in there. I prefer voice messages. If I see the notification, I text back. Why waste everybody's time? Mine's
I
probably,
text how I think.
yeah, that one. Or I also get told I come off rude sometimes.
Yeah. I
I'll do
just
the double, triple. I guess I think. Pick a fruit, goddammit. Banana, pineapple, apple, orange, kiwi, peach. I like I like oranges.
peach.
Oh yeah, peaches are good.
I don't fuck with oranges. I actually the oranges are actually repulsing.
Pick a dessert. Cake, gelato, mousse, fruit salad, pie, pudding. Mousse, bro.
Cake.
Mousse is so
I've never had mousse.
I hate cake. Have you had gelato?
No, but it's pretty much ice cream, so I'm down with it.
Yeah, gelato's really good.
I fuck with ice cream.
It says watch the video and choose your fighter, but I think we both know this video. It's the East Hills Mall commercial. So are we? Come get your backpacks, haircut, new shoes. Get yourself an outfit. Are we boots and pants?
Boots and pants.
Boots
Yes.
and pants and boots and pants.
Boots and
Denim.
denim.
Gasped when I saw the video. Pick an animal fact. There's a whale in the Pacific Ocean swimming back and forth, and no one's ever responded to his whale song. It's dubbed the world's loneliest whale.
Be for real, bruh.
Wombats have perfect cube-shaped poop. Snails sleep for 3 years sometimes.
I wish. Me too. I fucking slept until like 1:30 today.
Elephants will seek revenge for traumatic events that happened earlier in their lives. Cats only learned how to meow to communicate with humans. Trained pigeons can tell the difference between Picasso and Monet paintings. I'm not joking.
Pigeons are smart fuckers, bro.
Damn! I kind of want a pigeon one. That's cool. Okay.
That's sick.
Choose a questionable coping mechanism. Watching live feeds of the ocean YouTube for 2 hours. Writing letters to your ex-girlfriend while listening to Lorde.
Oh.
Browsing pet adoption sites and holding back tears. Uber Eats.
No, that's real.
Doing 20 online quizzes to get a sense of self. Moving furniture around my room until someone comes to yell at me.
Moving furniture. I used to move furniture around all the damn time.
That's so real. Okay. We got Nathan McKinnon.
Yay!
Okay, Elsa, drop the Ice Queen act. I know you're a baby. I know you pick up the Roomba sometimes just to give it a hug. You can glare all you want. Doesn't change the fact that you're a softie. It's okay though, I won't tell anyone. They're too scared to ask anyway. Okay, so
I love Nathan McKinnon.
last thing we have is like this little like short thing, and it's guess the Bruins player as a baby. So I will.
Oh.
All right. So, first question: who is this?
Oh God.
There are options.
I'm gonna be bad at this because they're like blurry.
Pasta.
There
Lindy.
aren't options, or there are?
No, there are. Pasta, Lindy, Oli, Coyle, Carlo, Lowry. Kind of looks like pasta.
Oh no, that's definitely pasta. It looks exactly like Freya.
Yeah.
I feel like the nose is very pasta.
The eyes were giving me. Oh, it's correct.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. This one is not hard.
Fucking Swedish bitch. It was Lindholm.
Fucking Lindholm, bro.
You fucking blonde bitch.
Oh, I've seen this one. That's Potsy.
Oh, that is so potsy.
That is Potsy. This is easy. That's Sway. We know that picture.
Well, obviously that's why. That's literally that's one of my Spotify playlists.
Oh my god, I know who this is. I know who this is, and I love this picture. Do you not know who that is?
I like.
Do you not know?
I like know, but I can't like. I do, but like I can't like. It looks familiar, but I can't. Show it again. Show it again.
Do you need the options, or are you just gonna?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Pavs, Boquist, Carlo, Coyle, Geeky, McAvoy.
It looks like Pops, but I don't know. It is, yeah.
It's Pavs. Okay. Oh, I haven't seen this one.
What are the options?
Carlo, McAvoy, Shaddy, Waterspoon, Sway and Potsy, but we know it's not Sway and Potsy. Kind of looks like Shaddy.
Show me again. I mean,
They're
it's
old,
just hard to envision Shaddy with hair.
but it could be.
I kind of think it's Carlo.
Yeah, but the eyes look like Shaddy's eyes. And it's like
Yeah.
black and white photo, and Shaddy's old. That looks like Shaddy's eyes, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's not dopey enough to be Carlo.
You know, I feel like I would know Carlo
Yeah.
if I saw. I know it ain't Chuck. I know it ain't
I
Chuck.
know it ain't Chuck.
So it's Shaddy.
Oh, I know this one. Well, I hope you know that one. It's Trip Frederick, the teeniest goalie.
Oh, easy work, bro.
Light work, no reaction.
Light work, no reaction.
That's crazy how much he looks like him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he was so cute with his little neck.
So adorable.
Do we even have to say it?
Well, I mean, I don't think they're seeing it.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so obvious too. He looks just like himself.
Yeah.
See? I know it ain't Chuck because that's Chuck.
That's Chuck, that fucking round ass face.
Charlie McAvoy. Oh, it just started over.
No shot.
Let me just like redo it. Hold on. It's not like it's hard anyway. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. I was like, I know this one. Oh my god, he literally looks the same. It's kind of terrifying. He literally hasn't aged since he was like 18. Like really
No.
bad. Okay.
Right.
What?
No.
What?
Is it not?
What? No, no, no. You totally cut out.
Oh. It's Laura, I know.
Yeah, I think.
That fucking redhead bitch.
Yeah. Yep.
The bowl cut goes crazy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy. Show me the damn photo. Okay, Draco Malfoy. Guys, it's Jake the Brush. Whoa.
Woo! Woo!
Woo. I'm in your fucking kitchen, 7-6.
Woo!
Woo.
Alright, well that was That was fun. That's been this fun episode that we did.
Lovely episode.
Lovely. It's late at night too.
Yeah, it's like 9:40.
Yeah. We haven't recorded this late in a really long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Our next episode, we're gonna be doing
Talking about the first round.
we're gonna be talking about playoffs.
Woo!
But yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you guys next time.
Canes winning the playoffs.
No, they're not. Winning the playoffs? You mean the cup?
Nope, they're winning the playoffs.
Alright. Toodles!
Toodles, guys.